right. So a friend of mine on Steam, he says to me, if I've never played Tekken, am I going to get my ass beaten Tekken 8? Yes. You probably will, right? If you're coming from one fighting game to another that you've never played before or barely played, or maybe haven't come back to for a really long time, then yes, more than likely you are going to run into some issues, right? My back's itchy, hang on a sec, right? But that doesn't mean to say that you can't have fun, right? And again, with any sort of game out there, right, all it does is it takes time and practice to get used to what you're doing, right? So anyway, let's choose a stage and let's have a little bit of an educational lesson. Now, what I want to talk about, I'm not I'm not a pro at Tekken. I've talked to some people in the pro scene, a guy called Breezy, Tekken House. If those guys are in the chat, if there's anyone else that's also a massive Tekken fan in the chat, please post your comment, advertise your channel. I want you to advertise your channel. I want you to advertise your knowledge so people can follow you guys and get even far better information than I'm even going to get you. Because at the end of the day, I love playing fighting games, but I'm not going to know all the nitty gritty when it comes to all the fighting games and stuff out there, right? But one of the things, obviously, with a fighting game is naturally finding a character that you gel with, okay? So it doesn't matter. You're gonna have 32 characters out of the gate for Tekken 8. Just pick one and go, oh yeah, they look interesting. Let's try them out. You go, okay, I'll try this character and see what happens. Oh, okay, cool, right? So you do that, and then this is some stuff. Like, this is stuff I've been doing since the very first Tekken, right? Because when Tekken first came out, one of the cool things about Tekken was the throws. Absolutely love the throws, right? So let's have a look. So to do throws, now the way that the button layout is this, right? You've got left punch, left kick, and right kick, or left arm, left leg, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if you press both lefts together, right? So that one and that one, you do one throw. If you do both rights together, you do another throw. And that's not going to be the only two throws that your characters have. There's going to be other ones in their move list. But that's the basics, right? For defensive options, I don't know if every single character's got like a counter. You got your standard block by holding back when they're attacking. If they do low attacks, you hold down. And then you can also like slow walk around them as well. Or you can do quick dodge out of the way, which is cool, right? And doing your throw from different angles also changes how the throw works as well, which is cool, all right? So if you sort of dodge out of the way, then yeah, you can actually perform, like the throw that you do will actually have like a different action. So you go, oh yeah, I'm feeling this character, this is pretty cool. So just mash some freaking buttons, man. Just press a button and just go, oh okay, oh shit, that stuff's coming out. All right, that's cool, what's this gonna do? All right, nice, excellent, cool. Oh wow, that's flashy, bro. Man, I'm a Chad. Right, look at this, right? Just mash some stuff. Why not? Okay. They do have an option in Tekken 8 for having essentially like easy combos. So when it's activated, you can just mash the buttons and you'll do combos. Right? That allows people that are brand new to the game to get used to it. And then you can turn that off. Now, normally with my button layout, right? So I don't know if I can show you. Can I show you? Controller setup. Here we go. So my controller setup is like this, right? So that's your throws, obviously, as I said, the two buttons you press. Now, normally I put both punches on my right bumper, both kicks on my right trigger. And then I have the diagonal buttons on left bumper and left trigger, right? And then I have my rage art I put on the right stick. You can have all your punches and kicks I put on the left, like the left stick, like the button, okay? right? And then of course you've got assist as well. I don't know what the assists are. What's the assist? Does anyone know what the assists are? Let me know, because I don't think I've ever used it, right? Unless that's something to do with like combos, right? Now, just like in Mortal Kombat, you have a fatal blow, so you can see on the health bar when it gets roughly around to where the orange part is, you can see my character's all like glowy red. You can do your fatal, or so you can do your rage art, which is kind of like your super move for Tekken. And then of course in Tekken 8, you've got a heat gauge, which is below that. And when you activate heat gauge, either with like the button press or through doing certain button combos, combinations, it has a heat gauge that runs out, but it allows you to then follow up with a further attack by pressing the same buttons again to activate it. Or you can actually do like, so if they're blocking and stuff, you can actually do chip damage, you can do more damage. So it's encouraging you to get in there and have a little bit more fisticuffs. But ultimately, a lot of people, when they come from Mortal Kombat to Tekken, they're like, oh, well, there's no blood, there's no fatalities, and that's very true. That's a gimmick of Mortal Kombat, but ultimately, I don't miss it, right? And I'm getting to that point where I really want awesome quality and great gameplay over just gimmicks that most of the time I don't even bother with or care for anymore, right? And the other question that, or the other thing that Grimm said, and I've seen other comments with stuff like this, they go, oh, there's like 100 moves on every character though. Like, what do you do, right? Like, how am I gonna remember everything, right? And that's the thing, you don't have to. Okay, so you find a character, you're gelling with him, you're like, yeah, man, this is great. You know, you've got full character customization out there as well. You can unlock different pieces, and I mean, like Harang, like I made him look like me, except he's got more muscles and stuff, right? But when you go to the move list, check this out. Watch the slider bar on the right. There's 146 moves just for Hwang. Now, if every character had 100 moves, and there's 32 characters on launch, you do the math. That's nuts. And you go, mate, I'm never going to remember that. That's what I'm saying. Try out their throws, right? Do their throws. Okay? Go, oh yeah, they're really cool. Nice, excellent. What else has he got? Oh, I'll just tap some buttons. Oh, okay, that's cool, right? And then one of the things I do personally is because your directional pad goes 8 directions, right? And you generally don't get quarter circle, half circle moves in Tekken, right? It might be like a double tap forward or forward or double tap hold forward, right? That sort of stuff. What I'll do, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna tap down and left kick. Oh, okay, he does a shin kick. If I do that with right kick, oh, he does that. Oh, okay. And then if I hold down and do the kick, oh, he does that move. If I hold down and right kick, he does that. So we've already got different moves there. Same with forward, right? Standard left kick is that. If I press forward, he goes up into flamingo stance, like left flamingo stance, right? If I hold forward and press right, he does a kick, but then he goes into right kick, like right flamingo stance. If I press back, like tap back and left kick, he does that. If I tap back and right kick, he does that. Nice little crescent kick, okay? And then you could press like hold forward, right? Or hold back and see what actually happens. And then you can do the diagonals as well. You can go, okay, well, up forward and left kick. Oh, okay. Up forward and right kick. Okay, up back and left kick. Oh, he does that. Up back and right kick. Oh, okay. And then you go, oh, okay, this is really awesome. I've got all these different moves for all these different angles that I'm doing. And then you end up with stuff where eventually, like, you get into the move list and you can actually see what's happening, right? And you can go absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts, right? It's awesome. There's so much fun that you can have. And you can really, maybe I could be wrong when I say this, but you can really feel like you can curate the way that you want to play, right? The way that you want to play with your character isn't tied into, you know, oh, well, you can only play this certain way. No, you can do whatever you want, because look at the move list, right? So you might go, well, I don't know what to do. Now, they are put in sections, right? So it's got commands for left stance, right? So for Harang, I can swap by pressing both kicks. I can swap stances. That's one of his things. I can do that also with his punches. I can actually like face back, and that'll do different kicks as well, or different attacks. Okay, so that's one of the cool things about the character as well. You can, it's just so much. I can't get out, like, there's so much involved, and you can really, like I said, you can really curate the experience of how you want your character to play, which is awesome. Really, really awesome. So you go, okay, well, let's try Rejector. Like, what's that do? All right. Okay. So that's it. Left, right, forward, left, kick. Okay. And of course, you can also get them to show what the demo looks like as well, right? So you can see what it looks like too from the move list, which is great. Okay. You've also got, if you press, you can display the move in game. If you press X, you can see what all the actual moves indicate. You know, you've got, like, with the shield icon, it says a move that can absorb mid and high attacks. So when you activate that move and they're attacking you, you'll actually take their hit, like this one here, right, and actually absorb their attack, right? So if they're attacking you doing that, you can actually absorb it, which is amazing, right? It's so cool. Just all you got to do is you come in here and you go, okay, like, what can I, let's just try out some stuff, right? What's this do? Oh, okay, I like that. Oh, what's this do? Oh, that's not too bad too. All right, okay, cool, right? Now, that's one of the other things too, also with Tekken, right? You can, if you're from a distance, you can actually run, right? If you run straight into them, you can do a shoulder barge, right? I don't know if it's full screen, you can actually do a tackle. And then if you press the punches, you can do punches like that. If you're from a big distance away, you can also do a slide kick as well. Oh, not that one. Hang on, my bad. Mistimed it. Hang on, let's. Oh no, that's not it. I keep doing the wrong one. I'll get it. I promise I'll get it for the video. Hang on. No, he won't do it. I must be messing it up. Anyway, right, you can do like a slide kick that takes out their legs from a distance, okay, which is really cool. So see, I'm still learning, right? There's so many attacks in this game, but you don't have to know everything, right? You don't have to know everything in this game. Just learn little pieces, get confident with those pieces, and then get online and try it out. Now, the good thing with Tekken 8 is that you got ghost mode. So even if you go online into the arcade area, you can fight other people's ghosts. If you don't know what the ghost mode is, it means that when somebody has used a character, the game like calculates the way that they fight. It puts it together. So when you choose their ghost mode, you can go, oh, I'm going to fight his Jin, and his Jin might be up a couple of levels. You go, oh, that's awesome, right? And it will be like you're actually fighting them. So it saves the anxiety about getting online. It's like a hybrid in between, which is really, really cool, right? They've really thought about a lot of awesome stuff with this game. So yeah, so it's just about discovery. It's about finding a character, seeing what you like. There we go. That was a dragon punch move. You don't get too many of those in the game in the sense of, like, it's not like a Mortal Kombat game where you get, like, you know, quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, you know, for like the special moves and stuff. Like, they'll be in there, like I just showed you, like a dragon punch type move that you can do, right? Look at that, man. Holy shit, right? But you're not going to get like 50 of them for one character, you know what I mean? Right? So don't expect like the same sort of like movement for like your directional movement or whatnot, like you would get in a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, right? And they are listed like they are listed by different sections as well per character, so it helps you sort of go, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna try this now. Like if I go into, you know, into this stance, you know, how am I gonna? These are the moves that I can do with that, right? And that's all you got to do. Get comfortable with the character, have some fun, see if they gel with you or not. If they don't gel, try someone else, right? But you've got really good, like, as far as I'm concerned, really good defensive measures. There are big combos in the game. You can get carried, you can get put into the wall. You can actually, like with the wall, you can actually like smash them into it, right? Which adds to it as well. But that doesn't mean to say that they're locked, that it's all over. Okay, you can roll out of stuff. Are there tech rolls back? I can't remember. And obviously you got your standard block by holding back, right? But yeah, no, that's what I've been saying this for a while. Like when I've been fighting people, I could get carried. Right, big ass combo on me, and I still don't feel like the fight's over because I'm confident in the moveset that I remember and know. And I've come back and won sometimes because of it. So you've just got to find your rhythm, okay? And at the end of the day, Tekken may not be for you. But as a game, there's a ton of characters, it's a ton of content, there's a ton to learn. And of course, it looks like they're fostering a very wonderful community in terms of like their arcade online experience. And that's amazing. That's so going to be so much fun. It's yeah, I can't wait. A couple of weeks is yeah, it's going to take. Actually, it's less than a couple of weeks now, isn't it? How long have we got? What's the date today? Let me check. What's the date? The 12th. So 14 days. No, it is 2 weeks. It is 2 weeks. All right. But yes, it will be difficult, I think. And one of the things, I know it sounds weird, one of the things that might be difficult for some people is how smooth the game feels. Mortal Kombat's engine is very janky, very robotic feeling. A lot of people comment on it. And when you come to a game that actually feels very fluid, it's probably going to feel very alien. Right? Because there's good follow through. This is what I was saying about Mortal Kombat 9. There's good follow through, right? Like it feels like there's really, like there's weight to the character, that there's a commitment to the move, so when you do the move, it's like, all right, I'll put myself out there. Hopefully it's going to work, right? So that's what I mean. Like it's just, there's a lot, there's a lot there. To discover and have some fun with this game. And yeah, and because there's no rewards to chase in their ranked mode, just simply you level up. I can't remember if you rank down or not when you lose, but there's no rewards to chase. So you're simply just playing the game, and by ranking up, you're improving yourself, and that's the goal. That should be the goal in and of itself, right? And you get lots of coin, whether you win or lose. So that way that goes towards unlocking customizations so that you can use for your characters, so you can outfit them however you want. So you can really create, like apart from curating your own combat experience, you can also curate your own look. And I love how I've like made Harang look and other characters that I've set up in the game. And yeah, it's good. There's just so much available. And I think Tekken 8's roster is going to end up being gigantic. They did put some guest characters. I don't like guest characters in general. They had Negan in here. We got Noctis, Geese Howard. Who else they had? They had Akuma was added in there, but he was in there from the beginning, right? So I do like seeing brand new characters being added to a fighting game rather than guest characters that can take up slots. And I think that's what Harada's doing with Tekken 8, is making sure that they actually have really great Tekken characters, whether they're new or old, before they even consider guest characters. I hope we don't get guest characters at all in Tekken 8. Their roster's so big that we don't need it. You know what I mean? Like it's just unnecessary. We don't need it, right? So but anyway, so that's what I do. Right? Just choose a character that seems to take your eye. Muck around the different directions for the character, press up, forward, and a kick. Try both kicks, try both punches. Forward in the kick, on both kicks or both punches, and see what comes out. And you go, oh, that's pretty cool. Right? That works really well. That's really powerful. I like that. I might be able to take people off guard with that. And have some fun. Did she just like knee her in the tailbone? I think she. Hang on, I gotta check that again. Kick? Was that a kick or a knee? I don't know. Anyway, there's just a lot in Tekken, right? But it is not a Mortal Kombat game. There's no blood, there's no fatalities, right? But the dudes are chads, the women are hot. lots of customization, tons of moves. How many moves has Anna got? Right, probably a metric ton as well, probably more. No, she doesn't have more. Actually, she's only got 129. Only 129. Right, you got all your different like for these moves here. This is all her like actual like arm locks and smashes and stuff. Some characters they can grab you, break your arm, move around, crack here, move around again, slam you on the ground, move around again, do something else. Like there's so much out there for you to have some fun with, and it's great. And you never know, you might actually find that, you know, Tekken becomes like a real staple game for you, that you go, yeah, this is just so much fun. I get to just have a ball with this game and have fun with my friends or meet new people. And, you know, that was an accident, but I'm not apologizing for that, right? So anyway, that's my coverage of Tekken, and whether or not Mortal Kombat fans are going to be able to take it. Again, it's a new fighting game. It'd be the same thing with any fighting game. It's going to feel alien, especially if you never touched one. There is a demo for Tekken 8, so you can download the demo and try it out and see how you go and get in before the game comes out and decide that way. I think every game should have a demo that people can experience. But yeah, that's just my take on it. But anyone that is actual like excellent at Tekken, professional coaches like Tekken House, or you got Breezy as well, that's great with Tekken. I want you all you guys, if you've got channels or contacts, Discord links, advertise yourself, please, in the comments. Let people know who you are, what you do, and because then that way that grows the community. The Tekken community, from what I've seen so far, is absolutely amazing. Very welcoming, very friendly, very encouraging. Very different to what we see in the MK community, and it's wonderful. It really is. And hopefully you guys will be able to, you know, if you guys like Tekken, if you play the demo and you like it, then hopefully I'll see you guys in the next Iron Fist tournament. So see what I did there? Anyway, guys, catch you next time.